welcome Solex Nation. We have a fantastic call for you, like always, but we only have a few announcements and then we'll let you get to the good stuff. The first one is we have a great special going on right now. If you haven't heard of it, it is buy two, get one free, all Solex supplements.
Yeah, now's the time, right? If you want to jump in and you have a supplement that you love, I mean, some hot ones are that we're seeing. People love gold, people love blue, people love youth.
Yep.
And then Core is right behind that, but so many. This is the effectively 33% off, right?
It is.
That's a great deal. That deal doesn't come around very often, and so it's obviously focused to supplements. If you like or want to try or want to share any of these supplements, now's the time.
Now is the time to get them. All right, also, we have had several calls to customer support with people who were not able to get a day of discovery ticket and are sad about it, would like to attend.
We have a solution. Okay, it doesn't mean that we don't have it. We can't make more room in the venue the way we structured it, but we do have this happens every year, and we ask people to call in if they're looking for a ticket, because inevitably we have somebody who has some event that needs to change and offload their ticket because of some family event or things that necessarily aren't the greatest. We do have a couple of those, or a few of those. They'll trickle in from now until the event, and so if you are interested still in making the event, if you have that flexibility in your schedule, make that commitment, call customer service. They have a couple, maybe even almost a handful of people who are saying, listen, I had this emergency, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I have this wedding out of the country, those sort of things. And so they're looking to get their ticket to somebody else. And so we can help make that happen here at Solex's customer service.
That's right. So just give us a call and we will make your day of discovery attendance dreams come true.
Dreams come true.
You don't want to miss it. I know we say that every year too, but I was just finalizing the agenda for Day of Discovery so it can go to print, and oh my word.
It is packed, right? It's packed end to end.
Yeah, it is packed end to end. There were some things that I didn't know how we were gonna fit in, but we got it done, and you are going to love this Day of Discovery, so don't miss out. And if you have people on your team that are new or maybe are sad that they didn't get their ticket, just give them this information and tell them to give us a call. We'll get them in.
Yeah, bring them with you. I mean, it's so fun when people come in as groups.
Oh, it totally is.
And they attend as groups.
Yeah.
They get excited. We all get excited all together, whatever the group's gonna be. You know what, a couple weeks ago, we shared an educational spotlight, a couple minutes of education on the Hub.
Something that we launched at the last Day of Discovery in September.
Yeah, that was a big deal
It was.
when we launched it, because the Hub is unique in all the world. It sits on decades of research and effort by Lauren Swenson, our president and founder. He has, and with so many other people's help, gone through and developed what is a unique neural engagement experience. It sits on the technology of a $75,000, $78,000 machine, right? And it's home ready, right? It's home available. The Hub, the questions around that have been prompted. You can go back and watch the educational piece and learn about what the Hub is if you've never heard of it before. But some of the questions came in like, how do you use it? And we have some information about that. But some people ask, like, can you use it remotely, right? Because you can do scans remotely.
So what does that mean? Can I turn my Hub on here in Utah and work on somebody that is in China?
It's a great question. And frequency-wise, do we know that frequencies can reach incredible amounts through quantum physics, and we don't need to get into that, but they reach far and wide. But the difference between what the Hub experience is and the imprinting of sending a frequency is dramatically different. We're talking about a process of stimulation, of coaching the brain, engaging with the brain through the optical nerve, through the auditory process, and through the frequency stimulation
with the goggles
tools and the little frequency CES pieces.
Yes. You can't. So the answer is, can you do this remotely? The answer is no, you cannot. You would have a part of it. And some people have reported that they do feel better after having a remote session. And that makes sense because frequencies were sent quantum to you. Is that word quantumly?
That's right.
Through quantum physics, but you are missing the other parts.
Yeah, it's similar to, like we've kind of used the analogy around here, is I can imprint onto something or onto a person by way of frequency, an apple, right? And that makes sense because apples have molecules in them. Those molecules have energy. Those energy vibrate when they're built right in a certain way. And I can imprint that energy onto somebody. But that never gives that person the nutritional experience of the apple. Now, it makes the body ready and receptive to the apple because it mirrors. It is in the same motion. However, it doesn't give the physical chemistry experience. And the same thing happens with the hub. I can do a session in the hub to help me find peace, to be at peace, to calm my neural activity. But I don't get the same stimulation, the physical, the lights and the sounds and the electric stimulation that go through the hub without actually sitting there, having the goggles on, having the headphones on, having the clips on as well.
That's right.
I can only experience that very well researched and R&D process for engaging with the brain so that the brain actually gets this full and complete experience over and over again. So it makes sense. Naturally, you, by way of frequency, you can feel a difference, but by having a hub experience, you actually experience the difference.
That's right.
In your brain.
Another question that actually someone called customer support and they said, I've been told that I can use the hub with a different program outside of AO Scan. Is that true?
No, that is not true because of the ground up built. There is not just a language, but there's also a dialect in that language. I mean, we had to go through iterations making sure that the AO Scan technology it is the brains behind how the hub works. And so that handshake that takes place between the hub as a hardware piece and the AO Scan as a software piece, they have to be able to touch each other in the right way with the right handshake. Now, that handshake does not take place unless both parts know what handshake they're looking for. And the truth is, it's only in AO Scan and only in the hardware where we've designed exactly what both parts' handshake should look like so that they know each other. Thus, you can plug in a hub into something else and it won't know how to turn on. You might be able to get power to it, but it won't do a darn thing because all of those controls are in the brain, which is in the AO Scan technology. That's why we've paired it, so that you have the maximum power, the maximum reach, and the ongoing flexibility and ability that comes from the AO Scan. As we expand the hub and its capabilities, we do that from the AO Scan technology side of things, which make the hub like this almost future-proof tool that you can use to your heart's content with anything that we can think of and add to that device. It's a powerful tool.
It is. If you want to know more about the hub, go to our DMK, our digital marketing kit at sharesolex.com. Type in hub in the question spot and you will see all of the information that we have about hub and be able to watch the video that we referenced in this just a few minutes ago. Okay, let's do our top enrollers.
Okay, top enrollers. This is for the week of August 11th through the 17th.
Yep, we have no ties.
We're coming to the end of a summer. This feels weird. August already, all the way halfway through summer.
I love summer. I'm sad to go through summer.
Yeah. No ties, so in second place. Now, I'm going to do my very best with this name. Our second place achiever is Grupo Empresarial Vigir. That is so slaughtered with a terrible accent. I know, I'm so sorry. But congratulations, great job, Grupo.
That's right. And in first place, we have Paige Wheeler. Congratulations to you, Paige, again on another week of being in first place. All right, last week we had a contest. Yes.
What was our...
Well, we asked you, what is your most standout AO Scan experience? I am looking forward to reading these. You go first.
Okay.
We're going to give you 3 people polls.
All right, here we go.
Give us a call.
Give us a call. Bahanaful. A pain in my kidney area was gone in minutes. Glad I had the pain as a reminder to hydrate more. Even more glad for the AO Scan. That's awesome. It is good. You know, you have pain, you know you're alive. but we want it to go away.
Kathy Berger. My standout moment was after I had surgery and was in a lot of pain. I ran the post-op and a pain frequency, and I had 0 pain afterwards.
Whoa.
That was my aha moment, and I signed up for Solex. Holy
Love
moly.
that. Love that. I love everybody's testimonies.
I know.
They're so good. They're worth going in. All right, final winner, getting Pulse. This is at
Give us a call.
Let's be 9388. Let us know who you are so we can send you your pulse. I was diagnosed with being allergic to everything and was told I was a candidate for shots. I sometimes took Loratadine. I don't know that drug. Twice a day, even though it was once a day medicine. I ran the allergy playlist in the spring that Solex came out with and didn't have symptoms for 5 days. When a symptom came up after that moment, I started to play the playlist. The itch in my throat stopped. I haven't had medicine since the day I first ran the playlist, and I rarely have symptoms anymore. Whoa, to go from
Twice a day
once a day drug to nothing.
That's incredible.
You know what? These testimonials. You know, the testimonials are not ours. I mean, outside of winning the contest of a pulse, the testimonials are people's personal experience. I encourage you to go back to last week's call and at least just read the comments
on the YouTube channel. Yeah, that's incredible. Well, thank you everyone for participating, and you winners will receive Pulse this week.
Have a great standout experience with that
That's
96
right.
flush.
That's right.
It'll be good for you.
We have a great call today. We are going to start with Dr. Darlene Lobel. And just to let you know who Dr. Darlene is, she's a QLA. She's a leader, actually, here at Solex. She's also a neurosurgeon.
Yeah. Talk about, fall out of your chair, brilliance,
Yes.
We talked to her, one day we talked to her, and she had just like a couple hours earlier finished a brain surgery. Like, how often do you talk to somebody just hours after a brain surgery?
Yeah.
I can't venture there. That's brilliant. She's an amazing mind.
Yes.
Far beyond her talents in the operating room, her view and belief and the power that she brings to what Solex is phenomenal.
So we're grateful to have her on the call today, and those of you that are going to Day of Discovery, you will get to see more of Dr. Lobel.
I want you to imagine, if you will, that you are holding a coffee cup in your hands, okay? So why don't you close your eyes with me and just picture in your mind's eye what kind of coffee cup you might be holding. Is it warm? Is it a hot cup of coffee? How does that feel against your hands? What does it smell like? What does it taste like as you bring it to your lips? And how do you feel when you drink it? Are you excited? Are you awake? Now, I want you to open your eyes. Do you know what just happened? The exact same neural networks that would fire if you were actually holding that cup of coffee just lit up like a constellation in your brain. Your vision center, your taste center, even your reward pathways cannot tell the difference between that imagination and reality. I'm gonna tell you something. This is not just a metaphor. This is actually measurable brain science. There's this wonderful part of your brain. It is called the mirror neuron network. And listen, the cells in this part of the brain, they don't just react to what you do, but they actually react to what you envision. These cells hold the key to rapid healing, accelerated learning, and rewiring your identity from the inside out. So today, I want to talk to you about a wonderful technology called MindSync that uses personalized affirmations and your own voice to activate this amazing network of cells in a scientifically optimized way. Now, these mirror neurons do even more than react when you envision the same way as when you're performing an action. Actually, if you're watching somebody else perform an action, they are also activated. We use this in both medical science and Elite athletes use this as well. Let me give you a couple of examples. So let's start with a patient that's had a stroke. So a stroke is a neurological event that causes somebody, for example, to lose the ability to move their arm or their leg. Now, often right after stroke, they're completely unable to move that limb, and it's difficult to participate in physical therapy. What we've learned is if we can actually show that person who's had a stroke an image of an avatar that's moving their arm or their leg, guess what? That activates their mirror neuron network. Their brain thinks that they are actually moving their arm or their leg, and that, combined with traditional therapy, causes them to heal faster and to a greater degree. Let me talk to you about Olympic athletes too. I want you to think about a world-class skier. Do you think they spend all of their time just practicing their ski runs? Absolutely not. They actually spend up to half their time mentally rehearsing what they do. So they're closing their eyes when they're not on the slope. They're envisioning what those skis sound like as they're going through the snow. They are feeling the cold hit their face, and they're feeling the excitement as they're going down the mountain. Do you know what that does? That actually has been shown scientifically to produce almost equivalent muscle strengthening adaptation as with physical practice. This is amazing. And why does this happen? Listen, your brain, when you're activating your mirror neuron network, it is holding two different realities at the same time. It's holding your current reality in one hand and the envisioned reality in the other hand. Now, the beautiful part about this, guess what? Your brain will actually build the pathway for you between one and the other. All you have to do is focus on that envisioned reality. Now, activations work very much the same way. When we are activating our brain by speaking truth, by speaking those affirmations, we're actually building bridges between what we may believe in the moment and what we know is true about who we are. Here's an example. If you speak an affirmation like, "My body can heal itself," maybe you don't fully believe that right now in your heart. You might know it in your head. But as you continue to repeat that over and over again, your brain is activating that mirror neuron network, and it's building the pathway so that one day you are going to embody that reality, that your body can, in fact, heal itself. Another example, if you speak the truth, "I am designed for excellence." You may not have evidence of that right now in the moment, but the more you speak it, the more strengthened those pathways become. Let me tell you a little bit about pathways in the brain, okay? I want you to think about walking through the woods. All right? When you walk through the woods the first time, maybe some leaves get shuffled, but nothing really changes. But if you walk the same path over and over and over and over again 100 times, what happens? Pretty soon, you have a well-worn pathway. Same thing happens in your brain as you repeat these affirmations. Eventually, your brain will form what I call superhighways of thought. And it will be so much easier for you to find those pathways, speak that truth, and embody that reality. Now, as we are activating our mirror neuron network, that's exactly what you are doing. When you speak these affirmations in your own voice, when you listen back to them in your own voice, you're doing something even more powerful. Okay? You're putting this system on steroids, for example. You are activating the identity centers in your brain. The medial prefrontal cortex, the insula. This is the part of your brain that tells you who you truly are, okay? And there are connections between the identity centers in the brain and your mirror neuron networks. So when you speak these affirmations in your own voice, it is literally like pressing the gas pedal and turning the steering wheel at the same time. You're not just telling your brain what's possible, you are showing it who you are becoming, and truth be told, who you really are at your core. Now, this is where MindSync comes in, and I absolutely love this MindSync program. Here, you're gonna record your personalized affirmations in your own voice, and then you're gonna listen back while your brainwaves are being gently shifted into states of maximum receptivity. What's the result? You have accelerated neural rewiring that typically takes months of traditional therapy that can happen in just weeks, sometimes even days. And when you employ these MindSync offsets, these are brain entrainment frequencies. They help shift the frequencies in your brain. So the more offset you have, the deeper the frequency state you enter. And let me tell you about these different offsets that you can choose. First of all, you can choose no offset. That actually keeps you alert and in the present. It keeps your brain waves in this beta or alpha range. If you choose a low or moderate offset, then it begins drawing your brain towards these more relaxed receptive states like alpha or theta. Now with a high offset, you are going to drop into deep subconscious territory with theta and delta frequencies. And these are perfect for embedding new beliefs beneath the surface. So let me tell you how I use the MindSync program. It's not just as simple as logging in and recording your affirmation. You want to prepare your brain, prepare your body so that it is optimized before you do this. So this is my step one. I am going to do energetic clearing, and then I'm going to run an inner voice scan. I'm going to speak. Here's what I'm going to speak. I am going to speak into the inner voice the affirmation that I think I am going to focus on. Because what that's going to do, then that scan is going to pick up any emotional blocks that I have that may be keeping me from believing that. And so I'm going to spend a few minutes listening to those balancing tones so it releases those emotional blocks. That's so important. Then I'm going to get my brain state optimized. I'm going to activate my brain into a theta frequency. I might use breath work like box breathing, vagal nerve stimulation techniques. The theta frequency, that's where your inner wisdom is, right? That's where you can tap into that subconscious wisdom that you have already. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to, in step 3, take a few moments and I'm going to reflect on the transformation that my body, my mind, my spirit is actively asking for. That's where I'm going to develop my affirmations. And I typically am going to create custom affirmations from this moment. So now that I've got my list of affirmations and I've cleared any emotional blocks, now I'm going to prep my brain one more time. You see, the mirror neuron network, it is most activated in what's called the alpha frequency. Your alpha frequency, it's your bridge between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. It's also the frequency where you bring that vision into reality. All right, so I'm going to listen to alpha-inducing tones, and that is going to tell my mirror neuron network it's time to wake up. Then I move to step 5, which is the voice recording. And I'm going to record my affirmations clearly and intentionally. Listen, there is power and intention in the brain. Do you know that when you have an intention to do something, your brain produces enough energy to actually power a light bulb? Is that amazing? So that's the energy I'm going to bring to speaking these affirmations. Then after they're recorded, I am going to test out the different offsets because you know what? My offset preference is going to be different than yours, and from day to day, I might choose a different offset. Your body, your mind, your spirit will tell you exactly what you need when you listen to it. So try it with no offset, moderate offset, high offset, and choose the one that resonates with you the most. Then, with step 7, this is really important. Consistent repetition. Listen, neural rewiring requires repetition. Each time you listen, this strengthens the synaptic connections. It begins to build that superhighway, right? It moves the needle on identity transformation. Your neurochemicals start to be activated. Dopamine is released. That makes you more motivated. Oxytocin, that's one of your faith chemicals, connection chemicals, that gets released. Acetylcholine, which is your focus chemical, and attention chemical, that gets released. The identity centers, the prefrontal cortex in the brain lights up. The limbic system that helps you connect your emotions, that lights up. And importantly, your mirror neuron network becomes strengthened so that you can truly step into embodied belief as you solidify those pathways. So let me tell you something. You and everyone you know are living between two realities. Who you are now and who you have the potential to become, and I might even say who you are designed to be. Your job is not actually to do any fixing of yourself or anyone else. It's literally to set the framework, to provide what is needed to build those neurological bridges to our optimal selves, and let your brain do the work for you. Listen, science, it gives us the map. This technology gives us the tools, but the vision that comes from you, it's within you. This is truly about more than healing. This is the neuroscience of becoming. Your mirror neurons, they're already firing. They're already building pathways toward the person that you are meant to be. My only question I'll leave you with is this: what reality do you choose to embody? And what tools will you use to start the shift?
Hello, Sheila Day here. We get a lot of questions about how to use MindSync. So I just wanted to give a short little demonstration and show you how to use this so you can be transforming your life, rewriting your story every day. So first you want to open up your scanner, AO MindSync, and you'll notice the word script on the left side. If you notice that little drop down right here, you have affirmation lists, list of affirmations already written out for you. I am is what I encourage everybody to start with so they can get back to who they are. There's health affirmations, prosperity, memory, morning and evening, positive, and affirmations for self-confidence. But what if you had something specific you were working on? You can make your own custom affirmations with a blank recording. So let's say we're going to start with the I ams. Select I am. Now, you hit record custom affirmation. This is going to bring the words on the screen for you to speak, and it's going to record you, and it's going to keep scrolling. Sometimes it might scroll a little faster than you speak, and that's okay. You don't have to speak all of them. So we'll just do a little demo here. Press record, allow. I am at peace with myself. I am free. I am proud of my achievements. I am proud of myself. There's a little demo, so we'll stop the recording. Now I have this recorded in my voice. And you notice the offset hertz here. This is really cool. If you have earbuds or headphones, you want to use them because we are able to cross the conscious barrier so that we can get back to the subconscious and reprogram. Low, mid, and high are for wearing earbuds or headphones. And you're going to feel your own resonance with one of these three. One might feel really irritating, but go between the three because we're always changing and see which one feels good for you. If you don't have headphones or earbuds, please hit the off button because it doesn't do you any good. You'll notice also tone is next. If you click on, now you can select an emotion. You can go back to your inner voice report and find out the emotion that you're dealing with, the highest, or you can just select whichever one you want. If you're not really sure, you can select all. So there's quite a list here, and that's really cool. I'm just going to select all. So now in the music track, you get to select the background noise that you like. I love water. Water's very soothing for me. So I'm always going between these different ones with brooks and oceans, but there's all kinds of different things here that are going to suit everyone differently. So you can go through and listen, and you can change this as you're listening until you find the one that you really love. I like ocean, so that's usually what I pick. And then you notice the bars, the music, the voice and the tone. This allows you to make the music louder or softer. The pulse tone that's in the background, you can adjust that one. And then your voice. I usually like to hear my voice louder because I turn it down real low while I'm listening when I'm sleeping. Yeah, and then you hit play. That already feels good.
With myself. I am free. I am proud of my achievements. I am proud of myself.
Isn't that cool? So you can also, I like to do this, you can also hit the scan button at the top and find out which affirmation set your body might need to hear today. That's really cool. The custom affirmations, remember that's a blank slate, so you can write out your own, or you can read a prompt off of ChatGPT or Google and just copy that. Speak those as it's timing, 60 seconds or 120 seconds. A lot of people also ask about saving these so they can replay them. Please don't do that. It's so important that you speak these words every single day so that your whole body can feel the vibration of your voice speaking truth and speaking affirmations. So don't try to record them and replay them. Speak them fresh every single day. So I hope that helped.
Great education on MindSync. Dr. Lobel, Dr. Sheila Day.
Yes.
The power, you know what, we don't talk about MindSync enough. I know we probably have too much to talk about all the time.
I think that's the problem.
But there is, its value as we kind of cycle through these different areas of the scanner and these different products that do so much for you. MindSync should be higher up on the list for all of us as helping us engage again with the brain in such a way that we get where we want to go.
Absolutely. If you haven't seen Jake Watson's testimonial on MindSync, go watch it.
Yeah.
It is on our YouTube channel. It's also on our DMK. It is powerful. So we want to do a contest today.
Yeah, so it's contest time. Here's where you comment after the live chat. You comment on this call, answer the question, enter the contest, and we're going to give away something next week to 3 people. We'll just draw the names, read the comment, and we give away stuff here every week, it seems like.
That's right, we do.
Right?
So this week we want to know, where does MindSync make the biggest difference for you?
You know what? There's so many ways to look at that, and I have my own. Part of it not only is doing the MindSync and getting the special way in which that comes back to me with my own voice, but it's also in the preparation of going into it, of defining what I want that recording to say so that I can receive it very well. That
I guess
whole
that's
circle.
Kai's entry.
Yep.
That's his entry to the
I don't
question.
get to win, it doesn't matter.
You don't get to win. We're going to draw 3 next week, and we are giving away Think Drops, something we haven't given in a while. So good luck to all of you, and see you next week. So we asked you.
Yeah, where was the stand?
He's putting a thing up.
Oh, I'm like, what are you doing?